welcome back to my channel. My name's Becca and today's video is going to be another holiday one. I've got my room all decorated, I've got my Christmas crew neck on, and I'm even drinking out of a penguin mug today. So as you can tell, I am really ready and excited for this holiday season, and I'm also really excited for today's video because we're going to be talking all about sustainable gift wrapping ideas. Personally, I think wrapping presents is just so much fun anyway, but I think it gets even more fun when you make it sustainable, of course. So I have a couple different tips and ideas I want to share with you all today on how to do so. But before we get into that, I did want to quickly ask that you please subscribe. It really helps to support my channel so much, and I would love to have you here in this little corner of the internet. But for now, let's get started with the sustainable gift wrapping ideas. So my first tip, and I'm pretty sure this is my first tip in every single video, but that is because I truly believe it is the most sustainable thing to do, and that is using what you already have. This means that you're using the resources you already have, so you're not creating demand for any new ones, which is very sustainable. So how this relates to gifts, anytime I receive one, I save however much of the wrapping materials I can. So I save the bags, the tissue paper, the wrapping paper, any ribbons and things like that. I save it all, and I actually just keep one really large gift bag in the top of my closet at my parents' house, and I fill that up with all of the materials I've saved. So anytime I'm giving someone else a gift, I just pull that down. It's really easy to access, and then I look through it for whatever I can use. So like I said, I save as many different materials as I can, but I find that this definitely works the best with bags. They're just kind of the easiest to fold up nicely, and they usually don't get torn or anything when you're opening them. It's also really easy to, put a gift in a bag. It's so much less time consuming than actually getting out scissors and tape and wrapping it. And this is also great because it saves you money, because you don't have to actually go out and spend money on any new wrapping materials. You can use what you've already had. So it's good for your time, it's good for your wallet, and of course it's good for the planet. So my second tip is to not use normal wrapping paper, because if you don't know, most wrapping papers are not recyclable because they're coated and shiny, and sometimes they're a mix of different materials, so they can be really hard to recycle. So instead of using traditional wrapping paper, I love to use brown craft paper. So you can buy this from the store if you'd like, but what I do is I actually just save this from all the online orders I get, because I'm typically ordering from pretty sustainable companies, so they usually include brown craft paper instead of something like plastic bubble wrap. So kind of similar to the bags and everything, I just save all of this. I just keep it under my bed, and then I pull it out when I'm wrapping a gift. I think this looks so cute. It has a really natural look to it, which I think is really cute, very Pinterest worthy. And sometimes the craft paper will actually come with a pattern on it, which looks really nice. But if it doesn't and you want to jazz it up a little, you can pretty much take any pen or marker and paint and just create your own design on it, which I think adds a really nice, thoughtful, handmade touch to it. And it can be a little time consuming to cover a whole package in a print, but it's really fun and relaxing, and you can just put on a Christmas movie or some Christmas music in the background and just make it a whole fun little Christmas activity. And if you don't have brown craft paper, you can also do this with something like newspaper. Personally, I never really read newspaper, so I don't have any newspapers lying around, but if that's what you have, you can use that as well, and it also looks super cute. So my third idea for all of your gift wrapping needs this holiday season is to try a cloth instead of paper. So this is actually a Japanese method called furoshiki. Essentially, all you need is a piece of fabric, and then you will wrap it around your box or your item and tie it in a knot. And so you can use pretty much any fabric for this. You can use scarves, bandanas, napkins, or even you can buy pieces of fabric that are made for this purpose as well. And you can of course either buy these things new, or you can try to thrift them or use ones you've already had. So there's plenty of ways to make that element more sustainable as well. These just look so nice and really classy, I think. And it's also really fun because you're actually giving the person a second gift, because of course they can reuse the napkin or scarf or bandana or whatever it is that you use to wrap the gift. They can use it for its other purpose as well. So when you're wrapping your gifts, especially if you're opting for a paper method, you're of course going to need some tools to help you out. And so that is where my fourth tip comes in, and that is to use more natural tools. So Scissors, you can just use whatever scissors you want, but tape especially, instead of using plastic tape, that's the clear Scotch tape most of us are probably familiar with, instead of that, you can instead opt for brown craft paper tape. And I will be honest, this is something I still have not switched to because every time I go to order craft tape from Package Free Shop, they're always sold out, but this is something I definitely want to start doing in the future, and so I thought I would share it with you guys anyway. And then another thing you can do, instead of using those shiny plastic ribbons and bows, you can instead opt for just some simple twine to tie around your gifts. This is great because twine is usually biodegradable. It's just a natural material, plus it'll kind of go with your natural looking craft paper, and it just makes for really cute, really Pinterest worthy looking gifts. And finally, my fifth tip, which is going to help us really fully achieve those Pinterest-worthy gifts, that is to accessorize your presents with some natural materials. So this just looks really, really cute, and again, it's just kind of a fun thing to do. So if you're looking for natural materials, you can literally just go outside your house, you can clip some leaves, some berries, pick up some pine cones, really anything goes, and of course the green and the red looks very Christmassy as well. You could also thrift fake versions of these items if you don't want to use real ones, or maybe you don't have access to real ones. And something else you can do is opt for dried flowers, or you could dry out some oranges. I have a couple on this garland behind me. These are really popular as ornaments and Christmas tree decorations, but they also look really cute as a gift topper. And finally, you can also just use, any other little ornaments or knickknacks that you have laying around that you think would look really cute, or that you kind of want to give to someone as an additional little gift. You could even just slip a little candy cane in there, which looks really cute. There's just endless possibilities. You can really get creative with this step, and like I said, it'll just give you the most adorable, most Pinterest-worthy looking gifts, plus it's all sustainable. So that's gonna be all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe and turn on the post notification bell down below. And also, feel free to leave me a comment letting me know if you're gonna try any of these tips this season, or if you have any other tips that you want to share. I am always looking for more sustainable ways to decorate my gifts and just live my life, so I would love to hear your ideas. You can also go follow me over on Instagram if you'd like. It's just at becca.gargiulo. It's always linked down below, and I share tons more sustainable living tips over there, so definitely check it out. But with all that said, I hope you all are having a wonderful, festive day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
You should have seen the way that you bloomed. I think I saw your face in the moon. I promise I'll be with you.